I can't be wrong. Let me know when you're ready. Press it. I pressed it. My fault, bro. I feel. I just get. Help take my mouth on the glass.
All right, Coach. We
Thought I
are
was
pleased
black
as always
here.
to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight,
Yes, sir.
on the line,
Welcome. Welcome to welcome home. Let's go.
Cleveland Browns taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons.
I put on the color rush shit, so they put me on these.
Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the build-up, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They're going to look to throw. Buying time is left.
So
first down here at about the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's got it to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It's complete. Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Complete. It's Henry.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And his kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Johnson's got it complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really see?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Browns have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up.
Either way. I'm ready.
To the 24. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, Mitchell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be caught by Hester. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To 3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 15. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Back to throw. Daniels. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. It's Williams on the catch. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Clayton. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On play action, they'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On 1st down, Daniels. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes out a gain of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and 2, Daniels. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. from 8 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second and long. Flip. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's complete to Williams. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Looking to throw. Daniels with a catch made by Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Daniels. Complete. It's Johnson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before break. Daniels. He finds his man Johnson. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they give this time to the tailback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Let's get it. You got tight. You got tight. You got
They'll set up to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And it hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A little juke. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, Daniels. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd and 4. Oh, nearly picked.
Oh, I see it.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 14 yards there on the pickup. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points. The
The Browns drive about to get started. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
It would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and 13, fighting to stay upright.
Throw the ball!
Here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Getting to hoist that.